Hello everyone, how are you doing today? I'm back with another video, and in today's video we have an HP laptop. This one is an HP 15-DA0019 model. And in this video I'm gonna go over how you can open it up and service the laptop and show you what's underneath the plastic that you have in here. People like, oh, you need to service the fan, what do you need to do? I'm gonna go over every detail. You might be shocked, but and you might be a little upset about what kind of laptop you have if you have this exact laptop. Anyway, to do servicing the laptop, you will not lose any files or data or anything like that, so don't have to worry about that. All you need to, if your temperatures are really high or you just want to service Repaste, this is for you. I'm going to go over the tools that I'll be using. First tool is a workshop towel. It's really important. I'll leave the link for all the tools that I use in the video description. You'll need an alcohol, isopropylic or isopropylic alcohol, 95% plus. You'll need a screwdriver set. I'll use an UFIXTEK screwdriver set. And we're going to be using a Phillips number 0 or number 1. I like this screwdriver set because it's really good bits that they have. The S2 class steel. If you get the Pro set, you get an opening tool and tweezers. If not, for the opening tool, we're going to be using a guitar pick. And metallic guitar picks are really suitable to opening cases and covers. And we do need tweezers. We're going to be using a curved tweezers. Okay. And you need your favorite thermopaste. For these ones, I'll suggest you guys grab an Arctic MX4 or MX5. You don't need anything higher than that. And I'll show you in a second why. Alright, with all those on hand, we're going to get it started. First thing first, we're going to power off and flip over the laptop. We're going to see 4 screws right away. We're going to remove the screw in the middle in the front end because this is a short screw comparing to the rest, and we're going to keep it in one pile. Now we're going to remove this bottom front rubber leg right here and the rubber leg at the back. So go ahead, stick the guitar pick right on the bottom, squeeze it out and bring it up. Has a little adhesive. So bring it up in 45-degree angle and put it beside it. Same thing on the back. Lift it up, bring it in a 45-degree angle, put it to the side. Now we have exposed the rest of the screws that they have. We're going to start from one corner. We're going to remove all the screws. All the screws are the same size and height, so don't worry about mismatching them. Just remove them and keep them in one pile. Also, if you guys like my video, if my video helps you guys to do your own Repaste upgrades, you can support the channel by clicking that like and subscribe. I'll greatly appreciate it. It will be a great motivation for me to make more videos, take requests, and answer your questions in the comment area. Alright, now that we remove all the screws, we're going to grab the opening tool, in this case the guitar pick. You're going to open up a little bit. We're going to stick the guitar pick between the palm rest and the bottom cover. Just about 1 or 2 millimeters inward or 3. And it's not going more inward, so yeah. And we're going to just flip it like that, and we're going to hear big clicks. That's what you want to hear. Those are the clicks that are getting loose. You want to do that every 1 or 2 centimeters. Go all the way to the side, to the left back corner. You want to hear that big sound. And do the right and the left side. So work yourself to the back corner. Now you want to close it up, lift up the front end corners and wiggle it around, and it should release itself on the back side. So you can go ahead and clean up the bottom cover here. Also, the tools I forgot, you need a toothbrush, any brand, used or new. Alright, down here we're gonna see a whole funny stuff. You see the battery and the heat sink. There's no heat pipe, there's no fan or anything like that. So there's nothing underneath. So it doesn't matter what kind of thermal paste you put, after 1 hour of the heavy use, it's gonna heat up and the heat is not gonna dissipate anywhere because there's no fan or anything like that. And it's being covered on the bottom, so there's no airflow or anything that can go through here and come from the outside because it's just all tapered. It's like a one big sheet. Anyway. So to remove this cover, first we're going to remove the battery by removing 1, 2, 3 screws. Pretty much this is not a laptop. I'll call this as a phablet or a tablet, because it's just a low processor with a big screen. So once you remove it, the screw, just bring it out from the front side, slide it out so you can release the bottom side. Now we're going to remove the 4 screws on the heatsink. There's one more screw right in here. Okay, now we're going to lift it up, bring it up, and there you have your thermal paste, and there's your aluminum sheet. There's where the GPU gets soldered on the board and all the components that it required for the GPU. But if you have this one, then you need a heat pipe. If you have a better CPU, the CPU is not replaceable or upgradable. So to clean up the CPU and the heatsink, you're going to grab a little bit of sheet of the workshop towel. You're going to soak it in an alcohol. You're going to rub over the CPU gently, flip over, and clean it up nicely. Make sure the crystal die is really shiny, and remove the thermal paste off the heatsink. And grab your thermal paste, put 1 drop on the main die right there. And then you want to grab the heatsink, bring it over, align it. Once you bring it down, you put it on top, do not lift it again. You want to put the screws for the heatsink first. Always cross screw them or follow the number 1, 2, 3, 4, or go 4, 3, 2, 1, doesn't matter. As long as you cross screw them, you're fine. And put the single screw right at the back here. Now what you want to do, you want to grab the battery, put the bottom end of the battery right in the front, and bring it down and push down in the middle so it makes a contact, and put the 3 screws for the battery right on the side and 1 in the middle right there. There's no screw here. And once you tap power on, it will give you a text, a few lines saying that the BIOS reset itself to a default. Press enter to continue. Just press enter, it will restart. It will take up to 5 seconds and it will just boot up normally. Anyway, so we're going to grab the cover that you cleaned up. You want to put down the I/O side, scoop it right underneath, bring it over, and then you just want to push down. You want to hear those clicks, push down. Once you hear those clicks, you can open it up, and if you see any gap openings, just pinch them together and it will go in its place. And the last thing down here, it would be to put the bottom screws. The short one goes in the front and the long screws goes all over the place. Again, if you guys have any question or requests, feel free to leave them in a video comment. I'll try to answer them as soon as I can. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to click that like and subscribe.